Hello, Gemini, and welcome to your weekly tarot reading for the week of May 31st to June 6th. So what we're going to do today is we're going to look at a general reading, but I will read love if I do feel like it could go towards love as well. So just keep that in mind. And also check out your sun, moon, and rising sign, Gemini, because not all of you will resonate with this reading. And time is fluid, so you could be dealing with this now or possibly will be in the future. So for my Geminis for the week of May 31st to June 6th, May 31st to June 6th for Gemini. All right, Gemini, so your first card out here is we have surprise card 31. Look for the unexpected today. A lot of people are getting this card, but we do have a eclipse happening on June 5th, so that could definitely be what this is for. We have the card 27, seeking good. Look for the good in your current situation. And your next card out here is we have card number 9, flight. Let your creative imagination fly. Very nice here, Gemini. So it looks as though you have a little bit of an unexpected surprise coming to you this week. I do feel as though you have been dealing with something that possibly has been causing you a little bit of stress. And maybe you can't find what is going well right now in your life, but there is going to be a moment where you are just going to understand. With the flight card coming out here, this is card 9, which is showing me that a lot of this stress is possibly going to be ending for you as well. With this card as well, it asks you to ground your visions in reality to achieve more. So you can have ideas all the time, but when you have ideas and you put them into reality, you are showing the universe that you believe in your ideas. You believe in your imagination. You believe in your visions. So Gemini, possibly there's something that maybe you are being sparked to want to go towards, or someone's being sparked to come towards you, and it might be a little bit of unexpected at first, because possibly, Gemini, you've just been dealing with a lot of conflict, a lot of stress, a lot of feeling maybe that you're not good enough. Because with look for the good in your current situation is showing that you need to look for it because it's not right in front of your face. So there is a hidden bonus, or there's a significant learning concealed in your current situation right now that you are possibly not looking at as well. So there's a lot of things happening here with your first 3 cards. So it may be hard to see, but when you find what is good about what's happening in your life, you will be able to benefit from it. So if you're going to dwell on all the things that are going wrong, then you're going to be embracing the bad in your life. But when you embrace the good things that happen in your life, you then open up a direct energy flow for more good things to come through. So Gemini, if there's one thing I gotta say, look for the good, be grateful for what is here around you, because this gratefulness is going to help you find something unexpectedly good in this situation, that I feel as though it's gonna help you envision a brighter future. Like, it's awesome, Gemini. So let's see what else is happening here. Possibly for a while you felt like your situation wasn't good, Gemini, and you may have an unexpected friend come in, an unexpected lover come in, or someone just being different than you've ever really were capable of understanding a person to be. So possibly you came across somebody who's extremely cold-hearted, and you just possibly could not believe that someone could be that way towards you. Or you possibly have come towards someone who has a great heart and you're like, no way, this is too good to be true. I've only met cold-hearted people. There's something good in your situation, no matter if you're meeting a cold-hearted person or you have dealt with a good-hearted person. And even the cold-hearted ones, possibly Gemini, that's what you dealt with. But there is something good in this situation. Trust and believe that. Because when you trust and believe in the good, you open the energy for more good to happen. So we're going to pull out 3 Moonology cards. We are entering eclipse season. We have an eclipse on June 5th. We are also in retrograde season. So the moon is always important, but you know, it's more important right this moment. So we are going to pull out 3 Moonology cards for you, Gemini. What's coming in for my Geminis for the week of May 31st to June 6th for my Geminis, May 31st to June 6th. All right. Gemini, your first card out here is we have Don't Let Your Pride Get in the Way, full moon in Leo. We also have Adjustments Are Required, 3rd quarter moon. Yup, the adjustment to how you are looking at your life, how you are accepting the things that are happening to you. Then your next card out is, yes, it's time to release negativity, full moon in Scorpio. Yes, look for the good in your situation. It is time to release that negativity and take flight, Scorpio. It is time to release things that have no longer served your highest purpose, your highest good. Scorpio, possibly you have a moon in Scorpio, but with this full moon in Scorpio, with releasing the negativity, Gemini, it is something that is going to just spark you into this direction where it's going to be like super fast paced. I feel like once you do find that perception of like, you know what, actually, even though this person did do me like this, I should be grateful that I dealt with it now opposed to later when I would have been dealing with this kind of stuff, and vice versa. I'm glad that this person was a good person to me now and I got to experience them now before our lives went back to normal and this person has to go off to their job here and I have to go off to my job here, because there is a sense of something happening to you that was unexpected, but you're trying to find the good here. So it feels as though the unexpected thing that you find is the good in the situation. Because with this releasing negativity here, it's showing that you've been feeling paranoid and possibly acting off. And this is like a direct message from universe to stop feeling paranoid, stop worrying, because they are showing that worrying yourself is a bit pointless in this situation. Obviously, it's going to happen. We all have thoughts. We all have our mind. We all have a certain control over our mind. But it's time to release any negativity you have around whatever situation this is for you. So if this is a situation where you possibly could not find anything good, it's because you weren't looking for the good. And now it's time to look for the good, and that's why adjustments are required. So if someone has been unkind to you, perhaps it's time to release them, and vice versa. Perhaps, you know, Gemini, you could have been unkind to someone else and they are taking the precautionary steps to release you. Because in both sense of the matter, this could be where someone feels trapped and someone hasn't understood how to really release the way they feel towards this situation. So take this as a sign to move away from anything that you feel toxically dependent towards. And, you know, possibly, Gemini, you have been feeling that you wanted to break free from something and go towards something else. You know, don't let your pride get in the way. It does show that, yes, adjustments are required with that 3rd quarter moon, but adjustments are required as well with that seeking good. Because if that card is coming out with seek good and look for the good in your situation, that is a reason to show me that you probably haven't been doing. So think of yourself as a vessel that has been filled more and more over the past few weeks. Some things that have come your way have been wonderful, but other things that have come your way are negative and possibly need to be released. And this could be your own negative thoughts that you are needing to adjust. So this could go a lot of ways, but you need to understand that the way that you are looking at the situation is not necessarily the best. And I feel like, Gemini, this week, either someone's looking at a situation with you differently, where they're finding the unexpected good, and vice versa. You're looking at someone else where you're finding the unexpected good in the situation. So it looks pretty interesting. I don't see anybody. I do see flight here with card 9, let your creative imagination fly, which is showing me that it's like once you find that unexpected good, something in you just sparks where it's like, oh, great. Now I can either go towards the person, or the person goes towards you and tries to, be like, hey, I guess what we went through wasn't as bad as we both thought it was in that moment. Would you like to mend? Would you like to forgive? Or it could be that you are finding something out about like a job, and you are not finding the good in your situation. So it could be that you are released from a job because of the pandemic, and it was an unexpected surprise for you. But if you aren't looking at the good in your situation, being released from a job during a pandemic, because you have the CARES Act you could file to, whether you can deal with unemployment or not. I know that's hard for some of us, but there is some sense of freedom here that you are going to feel, Gemini. So if you don't feel it now, by week's end, you're going to feel like a weight is lifted off of your shoulder somehow. So let's see what else is coming out for my Geminis here. Let's get some tarot on this for Gemini for the week of May 31st to June 6th. May 31st to June 6th for Gemini. May 31st to June 6th. All right, Gemini. So your first card out here is we have Judgment. Yes. And your next card out here is we have the Five of Pentacles. Yes, for a lot of you, this is not finding the good in not having a job right now. Your next card out here is the Ten of Swords. Very nice. The worst is over. We break free. Beautiful, Gemini. Your next card out here is the King of Cups. Your next card here is the Eight of Cups. And your last card here is the King of Swords. Gemini, there you are. Okay. Very nice, Gemini. So I do feel as though there's a judgment call by Spirit here, where it's like things need to move, things need to change. There is a renewal. There could have possibly been a call made to end something as well. But I do feel as though, Gemini, a lot of you have been left out in a way towards either a relationship, work, a friendship, a family endeavor, possibly like you didn't get invited somewhere. But Gemini, look for the good in the situation, because the Five of Pentacles is a scary card, but he has somebody with him. He is not alone. That's Spirit with you. So even if you're like, I don't know what you're talking about, there is not any good here in this situation that just happened to me. I lost my job. I have no financial stability anymore. Yes, but you're not alone with the Five of Pentacles. Spirit is with you there. They are helping you out there. They are helping you move through the cold, move through the despair, and get to where you need to be. And that's where you need to be, is here. You need the worst to be over, and that's what's coming for you, Gemini. The worst is over. The thoughts that you've had, over. The anxiety, over. By week's end, you are going to be sitting in this wonderful energy of the King of Swords, just cutting out all of that negativity. Gemini, what a reading. you have the King of Cups here showing me that this is going to be you. You are going to be feeling this energy of sitting in your power in a more emotional, matured way. So possibly you let your emotions get to you, but I mean, obviously you would if you have to deal with some stuff like this. But it also shows that, sorry, I had to fix my computer. It also shows here that the adjustments that are required, Gemini, you are doing it. And I'm telling you, a lot of you, the adjustment that is required is to walk away from old feelings and old emotions that no longer serve you, that were just causing you more pain, just causing you to feel more left out. For a lot of you, I do feel as though you are walking away from a job, possibly for some of you as well. I have 2 kings here. So if you're looking at this and you're resonating with this in a romantic sense or a job sense, you know, like the king's a higher authority, possibly a father figure, possibly if you have been left out in a family dynamic. I have 2 kings coming through. So possibly 1 king. I have air energy. I have cup energy. Don't go with what it is. I have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I have Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. But there is something that needs to change. And when I tell you, Gemini, you are going to be sitting in full mental power by week's end, where it's going to be like, I found the good in the situation of being left out. I found the good in the situation of being possibly betrayed. And maybe some of you have really gotten hurt from this situation. But if the good in the situation is only to understand that spirit is still there for you, that's the good. It doesn't have to be something physical. So look for the unexpected. It could be for a lot of you to look for spirit. A lot of you as well with look for the unexpected with judgment here as well with the 5 of Pentacles. You know, Gemini, somebody possibly could be turning around and coming back towards you. Maybe they're being a little bit more emotional than they were before. Possibly there is adjustments required that this person needs to walk away from something as well. But with this King of Swords, I feel as though, Gemini, you are going to know what to do. You are going to know what to release. You are going to know what needs your time, what doesn't need your energy anymore as well. If you're looking at this in a love sense, I do feel as though possibly, Gemini, you are walking away from somebody and going towards someone else. Or with judgment there, someone who left you out in the cold is turning around and they're coming back towards you. And you know, Gemini, you possibly could have already been dealing with someone right now and someone comes back. We are in Venus retrograde, so that could happen. But we do have the 10 of Swords here underneath flight. So it's showing me that once someone sees the situation for what it truly is, once the adjustments that are required are made, you won't budge here, Gemini. You're in your power. You know what is right. You know what to do. You, not that you're going to turn cold, but you're going to turn logical. You're going to turn like, look, this is the way it went. This is how it happened. I'm glad that possibly you reached out, or possibly that I contemplated on it and found some good in it. Or I'm glad that I found spirits here with me, but I'm good. I need to have the mental power now. And Gemini, by week's end, you have the mental power. You really release that negativity. And, you know, possibly I am getting the vibe that someone who left you out possibly could be coming back in to, you know, just see what's going on, especially since we have unexpected and surprise over there. So you take what resonates here for you, Gemini. But nonetheless, there is good to be seen in your life. Spirit wants you to see that. Spirit wants to show you that. And Spirit wants you to sit in your power because you deserve it, Gemini. So thank you for watching this video. Definitely leave me a comment below, and I look forward to hearing your feedback. If you would like to do a private reading, you can email me. It is also in the description box, or you can add me on Instagram and send me a direct message. Bye, Gemini.